The betrayal happened fast. Forrest barely had time to register the hiss of the airlock before he was shoved through it. The last thing he saw was Captain Vrel's 6 eyes glinting with cold satisfaction as the door sealed shut. Through the reinforced glass, he watched his crew, his former crew, lift off without him, their ship disappearing into Kepler 442b's crimson sky. Cowards, he muttered, checking his supplies. 3 days of rations, a broken communicator, and a planet classified as extreme hazard, do not approach. The xenobiologists had warned them. Kepler 442b was home to the rift moss, 12-foot predators with obsidian scales, 6 legs, and jaws that could crush titanium. The Galactic Council had marked it forbidden territory after 3 expeditions never returned. Forrest looked at the violet jungle stretching endlessly before him. Well, I guess we're doing this. Day 3, and Forrest had figured out the basics. The bioluminescent fungi were edible. The water in the crystal streams was safe. And the rift moss? They hunted at dusk. He'd seen one from a distance. A magnificent creature moving through the undergrowth like liquid shadow. It had taken down something twice its size with frightening efficiency. Forrest had made a mental note, avoid dusk. But on day 7, everything changed. He heard it first, a high-pitched keening that didn't match the usual predatory sounds. Following the noise, Forrest discovered a young rift maw trapped beneath a fallen tree, its back leg twisted at an unnatural angle. The creature couldn't have been more than a juvenile, maybe 8 feet long. It snarled when it saw him, bearing rows of crystalline teeth. Easy, Forrest said softly, raising his hands. I'm not here to hurt you. The rift maw snapped at the air, but Forrest noticed something. It was exhausted. Probably been trapped for days. He could walk away. Should walk away. Instead, he grabbed a fallen branch and began leveraging the tree trunk. It took hours. The rift maw watched him with intelligent, golden eyes, its snarls gradually subsiding into wary silence. When the tree finally shifted enough, the creature dragged itself free, limping on 3 legs. Forrest expected it to attack or flee. It did neither. Instead, it sat down and stared at him. You're welcome, Forrest offered. The rift maw tilted its head, then limped into the jungle. She came back the next morning. Forrest woke to find the juvenile rift maw sitting outside his makeshift shelter, a dead animal, something like a 6-legged rabbit, at her feet. He blinked. Is this for me? The rift maw made a low rumbling sound that wasn't quite a growl. Okay then. Forrest carefully approached, took the offering, and started a fire. As he cooked, the rift maw settled nearby, watching with what he could only describe as curiosity. He tossed her a piece of cooked meat. She caught it midair, swallowed it whole, and made that rumbling sound again. You need a name, Forrest decided. How about Winnie? The rift maw's tail swished. Winnie it is. Over the following weeks, an unlikely partnership formed. Winnie taught Forrest which plants were poisonous, leading him away from danger with insistent nudges. Forrest treated her injured leg with improvised splints and the limited medical supplies from his pack. She brought him food. He shared his fire. The other rift maws kept their distance, watching this strange pair with wary eyes. Forrest suspected Winnie was communicating something to them, some signal that he was under her protection. One evening, as Forrest sketched star charts in the dirt, trying to figure out if rescue was even possible, Winnie draped her massive head across his lap. Her scales, which had seemed so deadly at first, were warm and surprisingly smooth. They left me here to die, Forrest said quietly, scratching behind her head ridge. Vrel wanted the salvage rights to that derelict station, and I was the only one who wouldn't falsify the reports. So he got rid of me. Winnie's golden eyes fixed on him with an intensity that felt almost human. But you know what? Maybe they did me a favor. This planet, it's more real than anything out there. He gestured at the stars. Out there, it's all politics and profit margins. Here it's simple. Survive. Trust. Protect each other. Winnie rumbled her agreement. 4 months later, a ship descended through Kepler 442b's atmosphere. Forrest recognized it immediately, a Galactic Council research vessel. They'd probably detected his distress beacon fragments. As the ship landed in a nearby clearing, Forrest and Winnie approached together. The lead researcher, a tall insectoid named Dr. Chitra, nearly dropped her scanner when she saw them. Impossible, she breathed. You're alive. And that's a rift maw. A fully grown rift maw. Forrest glanced at Winnie, who had indeed grown considerably, now nearly 12 feet of muscle and scales. This is Winnie. She's with me. With you? Dr. Chitra's antennae twitched in disbelief. Young man, that species has been classified as untamable, untrainable, and absolutely lethal to all sentient life. Yeah, well, Forrest shrugged. Maybe you all just never tried asking nicely. As if to prove his point, Winnie sat down beside him, her tail wrapping protectively around his legs. The rescue team kept their distance, weapons drawn, but Dr. Chitra approached slowly. What did you do? I didn't do anything extraordinary, Forrest said. I helped her when she was hurt. She helped me when I was stranded. Turns out, compassion works pretty much everywhere. Dr. Chitra made rapid notes on her datapad. This is revolutionary. The implications for xenobiology, for interspecies communication, I'm not leaving her, Forrest interrupted. I beg your pardon. Winnie, I'm not leaving her behind. So if you're here to rescue me, she comes too. Both of us or neither of us. The research team exchanged uncertain glances. Winnie growled low, a sound that made several of them step back. Doctor. Chitra studied Forrest for a long moment, then looked at Winnie, then back to Forrest. Finally, she clicked her mandibles in what might have been a laugh. The council is going to have a collective aneurysm. But yes, fine. Both of you. The news spread through the galaxy like wildfire. A human had done the impossible. He'd survived on a death world, befriended its apex predator, and fundamentally changed what everyone thought they knew about both humans and Riftmoss. They called him the Beast Tamer, the Predator Whisperer, the man who refused to die. Forrest called it something simpler, friendship. And when Captain Vrel heard the news, heard that Forrest had not only survived but thrived, he found himself facing a council investigation for attempted murder and abandonment. Justice, Forrest thought, scratching Winnie behind her head ridges as they stood on the observation deck of their new ship, had a funny way of working out. Ready for the next adventure, girl? Winnie rumbled her approval, and together, they headed toward the stars, the end.